Yeah, after this we gotta start just grabbing people, cause then people, yeah. Cause if I'm gonna be yelling, like we might as well. Cause then people be like, what are they doing? They just over here yelling.
I'm Joshua Potts, Mr. Possible, always with the brother with the same mother, Aaron Potts, Super Hot Potts, and you're watching and listening to your favorite two black runners at the 2023 Inland Empire Challenge.
We back, IE, stand up.
Every single
two black, Yes, sir.
This man really willing to embarrass himself anywhere we're at. Like,
I'm not embarrassed about who I am. I'm not ashamed.
Let them know that's what it's all
about. We repping the Inland Empire today, coming back Ontario. This is where we grew up.
That's what it's all about. And we want to come to the IE because people don't put respect
on
the IE, bro. They don't realize Cheryl Miller from the IE, Reggie Miller from the IE,
Ronda Rousey
from the IE, Kawhi Leonard from the IE.
Come on.
There's so many. The list can go on and on. Rachel McCoy.
Come on.
Michael Norman.
Come on.
From the IE. Corey Carter. Brittany Brown. There's so many great legends
Olympians.
From the IE. Like that. Olympians, world champions, NBA players, football players, Bobby Wagner.
Bobby Wagner.
In this, from the IE. And Empire Challenge is someplace that is special to us. My freshman year, my freshman team, we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, which is a great memory for me. You have a great memory from IE, Aaron?
I mean, I think this was the first meet my senior year where we finally beat our rivals Corona.
There you go.
That's where we beat them, and I think that just we destroyed their spirit, and it was a great feeling to hurt someone's feelings like that.
This man got us sick.
I was really proud of that, you know.
But
shout out to Corona.
And the thing that's really special about this, be able to talk to the high schoolers. We've been to NSAF, we've done Nike Outdoor Nationals and all those things, and we like talking to high schoolers. We like hearing their perspective and like seeing the next chapter, next future of this sport. And as we talk to the champions of sweepstakes and just other people, we also want to talk about just what does a PR look like? And I feel like just what are the terms of success? I actually had like an Instagram post that I was looking to where I came with this idea. This person, Show Up Society, posted it, and I'll have it in the show notes. I'm gonna put it up to this in the screen where y'all can look at it. But she was basically talking about how like parents, parents and coaches, we need to do better. You know, like first time you have a kid after a race, you ask them like, did you PR? And it's all like, does that really matter at the end of the day, Aaron? Is that really like the sole purpose? And like, sure, she says that it's too easy to look at a clock and decide instantly if it was a successful race or not. Either you beat the previous best time or you didn't. But PRs only tell part of the story, a fraction of the story. The time on the clock leaves out some other important measures of success or achievement. If you are only looking at the time, you won't see how an athlete battled their inner demons, nerves, fatigue, and discomfort. And you don't see how brave they were when someone passed them and they didn't give up. And you won't see how aggressively they got off the starting line instead of holding back. And you won't see how they struggled with the heat, cold, and rain. And you won't see. And
all right, you going deep, man. You going pretty deep into this right now. But I get what you're saying.
There's so many aspects of success that's not just the PR.
For sure.
And I want to talk about that with these future Olympians that we may have out the IE.
I mean, I definitely think there's somebody here that's going to end up becoming a professional athlete, but I do agree. I mean, PRs are important, and it's a great way to measure success, but the ultimate measurement of success is effort, you know, and that's where success breeds from. How much did you really put out there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did you push through it? Did you conquer adversity in the race? How did you attack that, and how can we attack that better?
Yeah.
And when you just focus on those things, that's where the PRs really come from.
So we're gonna talk to some athletes, we're gonna talk to some coaches, we may even talk to some parents, and really just have a conversation and do a little podcast here at the Inland Empire Challenge. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, interesting, dynamic, insightful. I don't know, we'll see. Ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're now joined with Maximo Zalvaleta, a sophomore from King High School who just won the sweepstakes race here at the Inland Empire Challenge. You ran a 14:12, the fastest ever run on this course. I'm pretty sure that's the course record for here. Yeah, last year I believe they ran 14:37. We ran 14:14 this time. Maximo, how did it really feel today, bro? Let's start there.
I mean, today I felt really good. Coming off the 2 mile, I didn't feel like really tired. I felt like I could still push in a lot. I just stayed in the back just to make my move later on.
And I feel like you've been tearing it up this whole season at Woodbridge here. And we know the Big 8 Conference has a great history of just a lot of big people coming out there, particularly Lang Worley, who came from King, holds a lot of records there. What's it feel like?
Tyler James, bro.
Tyler Jane as well. But what does it feel like to be, you're like kind of that new guy that's coming in and taking that place. Is that pressure at all?
I mean, the way you put it, like, I haven't really thought about it like that, being the new kind of guy, but my goal is just to leave a good impression on everything I do, so.
And you have so far. Like, you're like top 20 at Woodbridge. You ran really well last week in Clovis. Next week, we're just talking, you're going to be at Mount Sac. What have you kind of learned from your freshman year going on to this year? Because I feel like you made an enormous jump. You had a great track season where you ran about like 9:06, on the track and the 2 mile. But cross country wasn't like. I feel like you definitely made a great improvements to where like you're competitive in any race where you could possibly win, just like today.
Yeah, I think that difference was just running more strategically instead of, I think, cross. I kind of just went out and just got until I got tired.
Yeah.
But I think these past couple of races, I've just been trying to make moves, kind of go strategically. That's what was my goal.
What are your goals going into Mount Sac next week?
Man, I just want to finish that race, man. That course is tiring. I can't imagine going back there in a week. I don't know, it'll be tough, but.
And then a big theme we're talking about in this episode of Two Black Runners is like, we're talking about PRing and just like, how do we get to like that PR? Where do these PRs really, do you even think about PRing going into a race? So I kind of want to start there. Do you think about like the PR going into the race and how much weight do you put in that? Just because it is a cross country course, it's always different.
I think to get those like fast times, it's kind of all about placement for me. Because if you get a good placement, your time's going to be fast. So I kind of just think about it like that, not like going after a time. So if you're going first, the race is going to be fast.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just where you place yourself and you get a good time.
So it's all about just positioning at the end of the day.
Yeah, this is for me for cross country. For track, it's different because it's the same course every time.
Yeah.
But for cross, it's kind of just about the people you beat.
Maximo, congratulations. Best of luck the rest of the season. Man, watch out for this kid, though. For real. He's only a sophomore. Got big things to come. CIF, state. NXA, maybe? I don't know. Yeah.
I'm just glad that I could run with a lot of fast people because it's all about the competition.
Makes you better.
Like Ian's heard good competition. All the seniors that are here leave good foundation.
And it's wild because like Ian, that's down the street. You feel me? At Woodcrest Christian, and like people don't put the respect of like the Inland Empire, what we really are producing. And Ian ran really great last week too at Clovis. Like there's a lot of, and then Ben in your race, Ethan Parcells. There's a lot of good competition here in IE.
Yeah, that's just those things I'm grateful for is that.
That competition's great. All right, now we're sitting down with Coach Etheridge, who is the coach of the Santiago High School Sharks out in Corona. Y'all won today on the girls' side, 18 points. Led it off
18 points.
18 points, bro.
Man.
They did that. Led off by Rylee Blade, right at 16:02. Then Braylon Cumbie running.
Braylon Combe.
Combe?
Yes.
17:12.
Yes.
And Taylor Davis right behind her with the 17:18. We also had in 5th place Madeline
Sayana, yes.
17:24.
Yes, sir.
Amazing.
Yes, sir.
Amazing group out here coming off of Clovis this past week. It's been amazing season. 3rd year winning the Inland Empire Challenge. Bro, it's been like
We've seen the whole rise. We've seen the whole rise of Santiago.
Saw the rise?
Yeah.
I was at Roosevelt at that time. We're in the same league and everything, so definitely crossed paths so many times. What has it been like the past 4 years as the boys were really doing well, the girls basically simultaneously, and now y'all are number 4 in the state ranks and everything?
Yeah, it's been a journey. It's a process, just like anything else. If you put in the work, the results will come. And part of that is building the culture and the mindset of being a champion and being a winning program. And so, it took a while to get them to think like I want them to think and to believe in themselves like I want them to believe. It took a little while to get it, but now the culture's there.
Yeah.
We had a few good runners over the past year that helped, bring that culture to the program, that belief, and now we're on a roll.
Yeah, that culture and like that you expect to like be good and be someone that is up there. What is it? What are some things that you did since you've been here to like kind of build that? Is it just like kind of speeches, or is it more so just the performances of those leaders on the team?
Well, I do speeches. I'm a very inspirational and motivational speaker, so it's not about that. It's really about having the right leadership amongst my team captains and my seniors. Watch out! Watch out!
Watch out!
Having the right leadership with my captains and my seniors, and incorporating my belief system. We don't win, so we either win or we learn. Yeah. And that's what we go on it. And as the years have progressed, and we learned a lot, and now we're winning.
And that goes right into really our theme of our podcast today, because we're talking about like PRing, and there's a certain thing where like coaches and parents, we can do disservice at times, or even friends or family. The first thing we ask a kid is, did you PR? And it's all like, well, every course is kind of different. At the end of the day, the PR doesn't really matter too much. Like, where did you place? How did you battle through the race? How did you learn and everything? So, like, how do you kind of, like, translate that with your athletes after they had a good race had a bad race, and when they have a good race, to have those conversations?
So it's like this. Each race calls for something different. When we're at a league meet, times don't matter. It's about placing. When you're at Woodbridge, you want to run fast. You want to try to get a PR. When you're at the Inland Empire Championships, you want to try to run fast. So each race brings upon its own goal for the day.
Yeah.
So Clovis, we're in a battle for the state title. So you kind of got to know where your state opponents are. You got to kind of know where the Division I opponent. You just got to be aware of the athletes you're competing against. So it just depends on the race. Some races are meant to try to run as fast as you can. Some races are meant, forget about time, it's about place. You gotta try to get that place.
I think that's where like coaching and the parents really comes in, of like identifying the objective for each race.
Yes.
I
believe all the good coaches will have an objective for their team each race. Yeah. Because each race is different.
Yeah.
It's not, we would love to run a PR every race out, but that's not realistic. So, you have to understand what the course is, how difficult the course is, how much competition might be there. All those different things.
And then I think this will be our last question to get you out of here. Just how do you translate that when people could be combative, or just like the growing pains of building that culture that you're trying to build at Santiago? I believe that to come from like parents and outside, and just even like athletes at times as you went through the transition of taking over head coaching. How did you have to combat those growing pains and really translate like, this is our objective and like this is the way we can go to success?
So basically, with regards to coaching, I'm the professional.
Yeah.
So like if I'm sick, I'll go to the doctor and I'll see a professional. If I need a lawyer, I'll go see a lawyer. They're a professional at what they do. I'm a professional at what I do. So I stand firm on what I believe and what I know, what I'm teaching. So ain't no parent gonna come and tell me what to do in my program. Ain't no athlete gonna tell me, oh, I'm doing training on my own. There's no need for all of that.
Yeah.
If you come to my program and you do the training and you follow the program, you're going to be successful. You're gonna run faster. You're gonna run personal records. And so my main goal, one of my main goals with my team throughout the year, stay healthy.
Yeah.
You can't run a personal record, you can't win a race, you can't win league titles if you're injured or sick.
Yeah.
So I put a high priority on keeping my athletes healthy and injury-free and feeling their best when it's time to race at the end. So it's a process of making sure that they peak and run their best at the end. So as well as we've run, I still feel some of our best racing is going to take place later in the season.
Yeah. You got Mount Sac next week?
We got Mount Sac. Rylee won't run at Mount Sac next week because this makes 2 races in a row. She'll be preparing for the postseason. And I may pull 1 or 2 other girls out, but we're gonna make sure that those that need to run that race will run that race. Those that need a break or need to just kind of prepare for the postseason, that's how I do it. It's about making sure they're right. So we don't run every race every weekend all the time. It's about being strategic as a coach and positioning your athletes to be successful.
I'm sure you're planning a long postseason, so.
Yeah, the girls especially we're planning to go to NXN. We believe we can make it. I feel like we've got the right team in place. And you think about it, all those girls are coming back except one.
It's crazy.
Oh, bro.
Big 8, man.
Oh, man.
IE.
All those girls are coming back except one. And you know, I have a fabulous freshman as well. She got a stress fracture, so she's out. She ran 18:12 at Woodbridge as a freshman, so she'll be coming back next year as well. So we're going to be stronger, even stronger next year. So, but as far as this year, we're really focused on the end goal, trying to be state champions and trying to challenge for a national title.
It really hurts me to say this, coach, but like your girls team is better than any Roosevelt team. I'm like, it's. I think you guys are. I think next year is going to be like special. I think y'all are better than that boys team 2017.
You'll hear it first from me now. I think I could have 3 girls break 16 minutes at Woodbridge next year, maybe 4.
Dang.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I feel good about it. The athletes are responding appropriately to the training. Rylee is leading the team as a good leader. And, you know, when you got good leadership, that matters.
For real. I appreciate you sitting down with us.
Take notes, everybody. Take notes. There are coaches out there. Come on.
Yeah, best of luck going forward in the season, man.
Hey, thank you very much. We're almost there. We'll just keep chugging away. Keep them healthy and keep them feeling good.
We're now sitting down with Rylee Blade.
Winner.
Three-time winner at the Empire Challenge. This time running 16:02.
Yeah.
16:02. Your girls team also won with 18 points. We already talked to Coach E a minute ago. But Rylee, it's been a minute since we talked to you. Last time was Nike Outdoor Nationals. Talked to you at state, and you had that great race winning the 2-mile. How's it feel to just being at IE, winning your 3rd straight title in the IE? That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it definitely feels great. My goal is definitely to try and defend my title and hopefully go for the 4-year next year. But it was definitely great being out here, being with my team, seeing how amazing my team did and placed. So it was just great overall.
This is the 3rd year the team has won too, right? The girls, but like this is the most.
I think so.
This is the most dominant win you guys had for sure, though.
Yeah, for sure.
What's it been like too, just seeing, as you've gotten better and better every year, you see your team being better every single year, and you're a junior now, so I'm sure you're like one of the leaders on that team. Coach E was speaking towards that too. What's it been like being a part of the ascension of the Santiago girls team?
Yeah, definitely coming to me from my freshman year, we've definitely stepped it up a lot over the years, and it's been great to see each person improve like individually, but just being able to put it together and race as a team and perform overall like great, like be one of the nationally ranked teams is definitely a huge accomplishment for our team and definitely a great honor, honestly, for our school. But it was definitely just, even with having the 2 transfers come from Rancho, it was just adding them to our program has been amazing.
How's it been like, because Coach E was kind of talking about how he when he first got there all the way back like in 2012 or 2013, like he really had to translate his culture, and like it took a minute, but like that culture and that winning success like is now there in Santiago, and you're definitely like a vessel for him in a way as being like a team captain and leading the way. Do you feel like you're a vocal leader, or are you more of like leading by example to your teammates?
It's definitely mixed, because during like workouts I try and stay focused and I'm kind of like zoned in, and then after we kind of are more just like friends, and we all kind of just push each other, and we just honestly run for each other every day. So just having them there, they're kind of just like, it's just like running with your friends, so it's pretty great.
Yeah, high school cross country friends, that's always like best times, you know, at lunches together. You guys do carb nights and stuff before races? Yeah, that was like the best thing to do.
Running with like a speaker,
just
like goofing off, like sometimes not even doing the run, like we don't talk about that though. You don't talk about not doing the run, but also on top of that, we're really talking about like PRing today on this episode, and just like what does a PR really mean, and as you go like different course to course, what did a PR mean to you coming in today, and like like, this is your PR on this course, not PR overall, but did that mean something to you, and how much weight do you put in having a PR each race?
Yeah, I definitely just try and run better each year on each course because I feel like it's hard to PR every single time because all courses are different. Some are a little bit different distances, and you kind of, for myself, I just set a goal for myself on each course, and I try and just run as close to it as I can. And I ended up taking off a lot of time from last year to this year, so I'm super happy with it.
And as you accomplish like that goal in the race, are there like set things that you want to feel within yourself, or set points that you want to see like at the mile mark or 2 mile mark that you feel like, oh, I'm on the right track of accomplishing this goal?
Yeah, my coach gave me times to shoot for the first mile and the second mile.
Yeah.
He was at this first mile and second mile giving out the splits, so definitely just carrying it, coming through the first mile, knowing that I was under the time, gave me a lot of confidence going into the second mile.
Is it funny when you see Coach E in a race on a scooter? I would be trying. I think that's really smart that he has a scooter. I never seen nobody do that before, but that would throw me off. I'd be like, wait, what?
Yeah, he definitely can get to a lot of points on the course a little faster than other people, so I think it helps having him being able to get to different spots.
And before we get out of here, we gotta talk about just like, I don't know, like, we're trying to go to NXN again. Like, obviously, you're at Nike Elite Camp and everything, but how does it feel how you've progressed over here? Last year, you were at 16:55 here, battling with Mackenzie Brown. This year, you won and ran 16:02 like by yourself virtually. Last week, you were battling with Sadie Englehart at Clovis. Like, cross country, you're a different Rylee Blade this year in cross country. Like, how does it feel now as you approach the postseason, kind of game planning for that, or is it kind of just the same?
No, it gives me a lot of confidence knowing that I was able to run the 16:02 kind of by myself and being able to push off of my own pace. But I'm just super like happy with how my base training went, and then seeing it during the races, like all my hard work pay off.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know, I can't really explain the feeling, but it's just amazing to see the work come out.
Yeah, it's all coming together.
Yeah, it's been cool to see. Joshua has been hyping you up since day one, telling me, he's
since
like,
freshman year, since you're a freshman, where I was like, this girl's about to be beast. Yeah. Make it happen.
So it's been cool. It's been cool to watch you like grow and get better and better. It has to be crazy to like go to that Nike Elite Camp too and just be like one of 20, girls that was picked to be there. Do you feel like you learned a lot from just being around so many great athletes too?
Yeah, I love learning each person's different type of training style because almost none of us train the exact same. So it's kind of cool to listen and learn from each person and see what they do.
Yeah, like there's a whole bunch of different ways to skin a cat, and it's just like what works for you at the end of the day. And it's also like, do you believe what you're getting?
That's a good point.
And I feel like definitely with Coach E, like if he was giving me workouts, like I would believe that man.
Because he believes.
Yeah, because he believes strongly. You know what I mean? That man is not like timid. You feel me? And that's what we love about him. But appreciate you, Rylee. Best of luck. League is your next race. Yeah, we're talking about you. So best of luck going forward, right?
Thank you.
All right, we're here with Alexis Aguilar, senior out of Don Lugo.
We're talking to that.
A senior out of Don Lugo, bro. How did your race go today, man? How are you feeling?
It went pretty good. I think the only problem is that I went out too hard, so I ended up dying a little bit towards the end. But honestly, it went really good.
And we heard you got a PR today.
I did get a PR today.
Let's get it, man.
There you go.
How big of a PR was it?
So it was a season PR, so I'm still trying to beat my actual PR. But I got 18:30 this race. I'm hoping to do better next time. Hopefully break 17s into 16s.
There you go. But let's go there, because this is our whole theme of this podcast. We're talking about like PRing and just like how do we really quantify a PR and equaling that to success in like a race? So like I guess I have a twofold question for you. Does that season PR feel like does that make this a successful race to you, or you feel like there could have been more improvements? And just like, does this race overall feel like a success?
Yeah, I mean, it does. It makes you want to go faster each race. Even though I didn't beat my actual PR, this season PR, beating it makes me want to go faster the next race till I get to that point. And then once I get back to that point, it makes me want to go faster to beat that point as well.
Yeah.
Being a senior, too, how important is it for you to just close out, your final high school cross country season strong? Like,
to me, it's very important because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this again.
Yeah.
So, you know, these last memories with my teammates, you know, I'm just trying to do the best I can this year and close it out. And hopefully even run in college if I can.
Have
Yeah,
you
man.
ran cross country all 4 years?
I joined my sophomore year. So about for 3 years, yeah. It's been getting better every year. But I feel like this is the year I really want to solidify, you know, where I stand with the rest of my teammates.
Why do you feel like that's become so important to you to like finish this out strong?
Be there for your teammates.
Yeah.
And
You know, because I know that other people don't have, you know, how do I say it? I know a lot of people can't do what we do. You know, there's a lot of people out there that can't experience what we experience. So I take all this time, and you know, how I say it?
You don't take it for granted?
I don't take it for granted. Yeah, I enjoy every moment I can running, whether I do bad or I do good, because I know if other people can be in my position, they would take my position. You know.
it's a great mentality to have, man. Seems like cross country taught you a lot.
It did, bro. It honestly did, and I'm honestly glad I joined this sport. I'm really glad.
Because like I think a lot of people, they look at cross country like these people just run, you know,
Yeah.
like we're kind of like some weirdos, you feel me? But
Yeah.
and then they don't. I feel like a lot of people don't look at the sport as like a privilege, and they'll think like to play football or to play basketball and like to be varsity and those type of sports and baseball, like that's a privilege. But doing it cross country, like
It's just running.
Yeah, it's just running.
Yeah.
But, like it really is a privilege to like do this, and like it's a superpower. We like to say to be able to run 3 miles because a lot
Yeah.
of people,
A lot of
will
people
say,
can't
like,
do that.
You'll say like I went on a 5-mile run. People will be all like, "Bro, you're wild."
Yeah,
but, like
like-
that's an easy day.
Yeah. You know, I think every sport is a blessing to have, you know, because there's a lot of people out there, like I said, would be in our position and would take that chance anytime they can to play the sport we do. So I think, you know, especially cross country, it teaches you a lot. It teaches you how to bond with your teammates, you know, bond with your coaches. You know, and it also teaches you that running in general is not bad. You know, a lot of people think about it as like, oh, you run like, you know, you're, like how you said, you're weird. But running is actually a beautiful thing. I think so.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. Man, this man just gave me hope in the next
I know, bro.
generation.
He was
You
free.
feel me? Like, running's gonna go far after this, bro. Appreciate your time, man. Appreciate it.
Thank
And
you guys for putting me on here.
hey, you cheering on your teammates right now, or what?
And they finished. I think they're over there about to take photos. So I'm about to go after this to go take photos
Yeah,
with them.
jump in those photos, man. Celebrate the moment.
I know, for real.
Yeah, absolutely.
But thank you guys, for real.
Thank you. Who are we here with?
Ayala.
No, your name.
Oh, Lauren Villegas.
Avery Bravo.
Avery Bravo
Yes.
from Ayala.
Yeah.
This is Chino. Chino Hills.
Chino
We're
Hills.
calling it Chino Hills.
Yeah.
Right down from the shops. Right?
Yeah.
We're we in the thick of it, so it's loud. But
Yeah.
today we're really talking about PRs and
Okay.
discussing like, how we like quantify success for a race. Doesn't always have to be by a PR. Like, how do we quantify that for you guys? Do you always do you go into the race and like, it's successful because I hit a personal best?
Honestly, I think like races are definitely not always about PRs. I think it's about how hard you're trying and like if you actually pushed yourself or not. And honestly, it's when it's cross country.
Sometimes
I think
for the team,
It's for the
too.
team,
Yeah.
So I think I always try to go in a race, try to like motivate my teammates and like just go in there as a team. Like even placement too, like try to stick all together in the front.
Yeah. That's about the same for you.
Yeah, it's like, it's obviously it's nice when you get a PR and
Yeah.
whatnot, but cross country, it's really about doing it like for your teammates. You don't come out here with for me and like us and our teammates, we don't come out here for the thought of, oh, I want to do good for just me. I want to do good for my teammates, and that way we can make it really far this season and go hopefully to state and whatnot.
How did the team do today? How do y'all feel about your performance?
Oh, we did good. We placed third as a team.
Nice,
For the
nice.
So yeah.
Sweeps or
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and this
sweeps?
was
There you go.
Dang, that's big. That's a big deal. How does that feel like at this point in the season? You know, Mount Sacs coming up and everything. To know you got third in a big invite race like this.
It feels pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. It's like we're looking forward to it. We're looking
Yeah.
forward to seeing how the rest of our season goes.
We've honestly just been working really hard and like we've been pushing each other and like we all really love each other, and I think that's really important. Like that we have a good relationship on the team. I think that motivates everyone. Just like if they see their friend in front of them, like they want to go with them. So we just all motivate each other, and it's nice.
And then how do we? I know you said like motivate. How do we like translate that to like throughout the team? Because we were sitting here with a senior and a sophomore. Like at one point you had to kind of direct it to her like, all right, like this is the things we kind of do here at Ayala to have success, because y'all are a successful team and like have had many great years and great runners throughout the years. How do we keep on translating that success to the next people going forward?
Honestly, during like workouts and runs, like we've gotten way better at like telling each other, like we see someone like behind us, come on, like come with me, like or like beat me, like just run with me. Like we've been a lot better at that. Like me and Avery, like since last year, we've always been pushing each other, and like we're always like neck and neck, you know, like we've always been like that. Everyone's like that on the team, and honestly, like during the workouts, during the runs, like we're just like, hey, stay with me, like hey, get over here, run with me.
It's so, like, because it's harder to run by yourself, and that's like the point of having a team is like to run with your teammates. So if we're in like a workout or even in a race, like if we can't talk, we motion, we're like, come with us, like I don't want to you don't just run by each other. We're like, let's go, let's work together. We all got to move up.
Yeah, and it honestly helps a lot. Like they told me, come on, Moon, like, and like they'll all push each other. So.
What are some things outside of the workouts and stuff that you feel like has like brought the team so close together?
We have a lot of team bonding. Like the girls will like outside of like practices and stuff, we'll like literally like plan sleepovers and like just hangouts, and like we do like fun things like friendship bracelets, like just the little things like that. Like I don't know, but that kind of stuff just brings us.
That goes a long way.
Yeah, it really. I think honestly, that's even better than motivating each other, like even during practice.
Yeah.
Just like growing that bond and that friendship, and just like always like being with each other, even like hanging out with each other at school and lunch, like that kind of things. Like that's like the best thing about this.
It just sounds like a fun team to be on.
Yes, it is. Like it's so cool because we're all like, we're not just teammates, we're like all like best friends with each other.
Yeah.
So
it's like a family, honestly.
I love that. This makes me miss high school a little bit, bro. I remember this and like, dang,
Yeah.
this table was lit. Like, you know what I mean? We're now here sitting down with George Zamora. He used to coach this kid right here, you know me. But George, how you doing, bro? Let's start there. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Just busy with school, busy with like sports, just everything right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Dope. But George, we're talking about PRing today. So we actually have a sign over here. He's asking people like, did you PR? So
Right.
did you PR?
Yeah, I PR'd today. I PR'd.
Let's go. Hey. How big of a PR was it?
Like a 13-second PR.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Break any barriers or what?
Broke 18 today.
For the first time?
Yeah, for the first
What's
time.
that feel like?
Here we go.
It felt good. It felt good. It just felt like I feel like I can go faster, but that's just like a starting step right there.
So like when you approach, like, was that like the goal today?
Right, my goal was like just to break 18. If I can go faster than just breaking it, then persevere to go faster.
Yeah.
Coming into this race in particular, you ran here last year, right? Was there anything about the course or like your approach that you based off of your performance from last year?
So from last year, I really enjoyed this course. I just like how it's all formatted and stuff. So I already knew like where I was strong in this course, where to speed up, where to just like make sure to pass people, just like figure out what to do. So it was like I had a plan basically approaching this race.
And then when it came into like, because we were talking to, and I think you were just here when we were talking to Coach E,
Yeah.
when we talking about like a PR and like kind of like using that as a measuring stick. Is that, well, in a way, like you did like succeed and you got that 18 minutes, but like hitting that PR, does that make it successful day for you out here at Inland Empire, you think?
Yeah, I would say like I'm happy about it, and it's just making me want to push more to keep PRing and keep breaking more barriers that I have in the future.
Yeah.
And I want to just, we'll do good at league and then hopefully go to CIF and keep going on from there.
Yeah. We appreciate you, George, coming through.
Congratulations on the PR, breaking 18 for the first time.
Yeah, finding success on today. Yeah. Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Wait, so who are we here with?
Hi, I'm Raya.
I'm Andrew.
What grade are you on?
freshmen.
Both
Freshman.
Both freshmen?
Yeah.
What is this right here? What we got here? We got a trophy?
This is our third place team medal.
For varsity boys?
Varsity boys, yeah.
Okay. Colony High School, Ontario, California.
It's a good day. Revving the 909.
Yeah, let's do it, bro. Hey, 951, bro.
No.
It's 951. Let's be real. It's 951. But how did you guys feel about your race today, and how did everything go?
I felt it was a pretty good race, but it was just hot when I ran. That's all. I thought the course was pretty fast though.
How did you feel about your race?
I felt pretty good. Same thing that he said. It was pretty hot. The course, it felt pretty good. The grass was a little uneven though, so it's pretty hard to keep my balance, but overall pretty good.
You were limping over here with your calf too. Are you good?
Yeah.
Are you good?
Yeah, it cramped up like right over here.
Okay.
Like 2 seconds ago.
I know.
But we were really talking about today about like PR and just like, does a PR always quantify like success in this sport? And just as both of y'all being freshmen, I'm assuming this your first years maybe running in this sport, is how do you look into going into each race, and do you go into each race like, in order for me to succeed today, I need to PR?
Not necessarily, because all courses are different. So there could be some with hills, some that are flat. You're not always gonna PR, because every time you get faster, it's always gonna be harder to PR. So really, just running a good race and knowing that you pushed yourself is kind of what I try to go into every race with my mindset.
Is that about the same for you?
Pretty much the same. I'm a lot harder on myself with PRs, so sometimes when I don't PR, I'm like, oh dang, I should have run faster, and like stuff like that. I'm pretty hard on myself with that, but same thing he said. I mean, a race is a race. Sometimes you're gonna PR, sometimes you're not. The faster you get, the harder it is to PR, or the higher you PR, the okay. Yeah, thank you. But definitely always looking forward to a PR, but if you don't get it, then you don't get it, and there's always next time.
Is your PR today?
No, I didn't.
But like, you got a medal.
Yeah, I got 11th.
Yeah, you got 11th place, didn't PR, like that's good.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like there's always, like you said, like there's always a bright side to that of like,
Definitely.
you got hit a PR, like you got a medal. I bet a lot of people wish they had a medal around their neck, you feel me? So like, there's greatness in that.
Yeah, also I feel like in running and track and field, you always could run faster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's
Even
just
when
like
you run your fastest.
Yeah, so when you run your fastest, at least for me when I was running, when I would run my fastest, the first thing I would be like, dang, I wish I ran faster.
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta find those other things that quantify what success is. Is it winning the race? Is it pushing yourself harder than you did before? But who are some of the people that taught you? Like, you guys spoke wisely about PRs and everything. Is it your coach that teaches you? Do you guys have siblings that run, or is there captains on the team?
Definitely my team captains helped me out a lot, but one of the people that really helped me like to start running is Andrew.
Shout out.
Yeah, he helped me a lot to get started and stuff, but definitely team captains help. Our coaches are pretty good, but overall, like the team, the support, like it just kind of keeps you going, like even at your worst times.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same thing. Definitely my team leader was one of my biggest supporters, because he's always telling us like, you run all out, you know you did good. If you don't PR, you don't PR. There's always gonna be a next time to PR.
I like that. I like that. You need those upperclassmen.
Shout out to all the upperclassmen out there,
yeah,
you know.
To create that culture on the team and a culture that's welcoming. So I appreciate y'all coming through. You can tell they have a good culture, though, because look at the glasses. Like, they swagged out right now.
True.
You feel
That's
me?
true.
Like, they on 100 right now. So I appreciate y'all coming through. Big ups, Colony. We lived right down the street from Colony for like several years, so I appreciate y'all. We went to Roosevelt.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now down here with Justin on the podcast from Norco High School. Justin, let's start here, bro. What does a PR mean to you? What does that mean when you hear PR?
When I beat my other time, when I run faster than the time before. It means.
How important is that to you coming into every race? As a measuring stick of success, how important is that PR for you?
I feel like it's super important, because if I feel like if I didn't break it, that I'm not doing good enough in my training, or like I'm not training good enough, and I should train better. So I look back at every race and think, did I accomplish my goals, or did I do what I wanted to do?
Was that the goal today coming into your race, and how did the race go?
It went good. I just want to get under 18 today. Definitely got under 18 today.
17:58. So.
Is that your first time under 18?
Yep.
There you go.
Hey. We gotta get that PR belt, man.
Yeah, we gotta get a PR belt. That'll be dope. But yeah, congratulations on breaking 18. How did that feel? How did it feel battling through that? Because we know there's a lot of things that go through just mentally in a race.
It was definitely tough, but I told myself, stick with George. If I stick with George, I'll be good. And keep with him. If he pushes, I push. So that's really what I just went off with, was stay with George. Don't let George beat you.
How important has that been to have like a training partner, and especially having a training partner, but then beyond that, having like a racing partner, low key, like in a race that like you can judge off of, like, man, maybe I'm not doing as good as I want to, or I can run harder. How is it having that team camaraderie, having someone to train with all the time?
It's really good, because I feel like on days like when we do workouts and stuff, I push him to do better, and when he's not doing his greatest or when I'm not doing good, he pushes me. So I feel like it helps us out a lot, like in a way.
Now y'all both breaking 18.
Now we're both breaking 18.
Only up from here, but appreciate you, Justin. Or Aaron, you got something?
No, that's all I got right there for you, really. Congratulations on that, breaking that 18-minute barrier. And you ran good today in PR, so keep at it. Keep at that mentality of wanting to push and be better. I think you're well on your way. Well spoken and everything too, man. So keep it up.
And with your teammates too.
Keep pushing each other and practice. Push everyone around you to be better, and that's gonna make you better. So I think that's really good that you see your teammate as a teammate and not just someone as like an enemy. You know, you see them as someone that can really like help you be better, and that's what they're there for. You know.
We're with Luke Lopez, a sophomore out of Eleanor Roosevelt High School, our alma mater.
Alma mater.
Kind of dope, bro.
Oh, appreciate
yes,
it, man.
Sir.
Yeah.
I like the swag. I like the swag.
Republic, feels good.
That's what we gotta do at Roosevelt. I like to see that.
Heck yeah, drip over skill. Drip over skill. That's what we always say over there.
Drip over skill. Yo.
What we're talking about today on the podcast is really like PRing, and just like how that isn't always a quantifiable of like success. Do you go into each race like, if I PR, that's a successful meet for me, or are there other things that you quantify success as?
You know what? I do quantify success in other things, because I know a lot of people always chase the PR, but it's really just what your body can do for that day. And if there's something bugging you, like I had a few races ago, I was sick and I was messed up and I was really afraid to go out there and stuff, but I was like, you know what, even if I don't PR tonight, I'm gonna give the best of what my body can do, what my mind can do, because I know my mind's ready, but as long as I just let my body just go for it, I think that's a successful race in my opinion.
Yeah, and I think, because we had the same coach, Coach Cummings, like sometimes he would be all like I would run like a bad race, or like you may look like it's a bad race, and I remember the same thing I gotta use when I was coaching, and Coach Cummings would say, like, well, that's your second fastest 800 ever. That's your third fastest 800 ever. It's all like, or third fastest race on the 3 mile ever. It's all like, in reality, the grand scheme of things, that's a good thing. That's a good testament. Like, it doesn't have to be a PR. Like, but that's what you're able to do on October 14, 2023. Like, that's a nice performance.
Oh yeah, you just, you gotta find the good in everything.
Yeah.
In every race, there's a little bit of good, even if you think it was completely bad.
So what are the things that you would say you look for to improve? We're not even thinking about time, but when you look back at a race and you're like, maybe there was something I could have changed or did better. What are things that you look for?
Ooh, well, today was definitely, I should have worn glasses because I didn't, I got dust in my eye. But, that was pretty bad. But you know what? I always just look for building a stronger relationship in every race with Christ. And that's what I look for. But yeah, that's over time. I don't try to think too much about time. I try not, I'm not a time guy. I'm just like, you know what, go out, and if I slow down second mile, that's something I wanted to attack today, second mile, just go out and just, attack that mentally.
Yeah, talk about the drip though. You're saying you got the glasses on right now. I see you got the cross on. I see your shirt too calling out.
We got the Believe Yourself Bigfoot socks.
Hey, you already know, those you gotta believe in yourself, even when no one else does, because that's a big thing.
But that's why I like to say though, like, you got drip on, but your drip it's deeper than just, just the style. You know what I'm saying? Everything you're wearing is having meaning. Is that something you always have just done with sports?
Yeah, because I've been given this crazy talent kind of, but I just thank the Lord, and I'm like, hey, just gotta, I gotta show gotta show why I'm here to people, so that they don't have to ask. I'm just like, hey, no, this is why I'm here. This is the whole reason why I'm here, and this is just for other runners when they look down at the race. And hey, I believe in myself because it's tough right now, but hey, So yeah, I've always kind of done that. Deep meaning, some way, point up.
And I feel like Aaron was talking about this earlier. Like we've spoken to a lot of well-spoken kids. I feel like you're another well-spoken kid that we've spoken to today. Has big dreams. Like gives us hope in the future. You feel me? But like, who's telling you these things? Like who's translating this to you? And then why do you take it into action?
You know what? It's really my family. My family's just they've always kind of instilled these into me, and I thank you. I get this all from them, and. I've gotten all the good traits I have in that way, and number one thing is always to praise the Lord and doing whatever you're doing, whether it's something really big that reaches a lot of people, or like this, like you guys do this and it reaches a lot, or if it's just something that reaches that one person. So that's my goal. That's my goal when I run. It's not to get the faster time. It's just to get out and just share the word and have fun with it. So yeah. That's who I get it from. My family's really done a good job of instilling that in me.
Shout out to mom, shout out to pops. You know what I'm saying?
You already know it, yeah. And the 3 younger sisters too.
Yeah.
So gotta shout out to them too.
Yeah.
And the dog, because just the dog.
Hey, the dog provides that much needed love. You know what I'm saying?
She does.
The dog
always there.
Oh heck yeah, she always happy no matter what. If I give her snacks too, that's hey.
Well, I appreciate you, Luke, man. Great talking to you. Best of luck. You got Grace Mountain Sac next week, though, right?
Heck yeah, that's my favorite course. That's my home course right there. Yeah, Mount Sac. That's my favorite course.
Hey,
yeah.
It's different.
different. Hey, yeah, definitely. I love it.
Place.
Hey, have a good one, man.
Thank you very much.
Where are we here with,
Okay. Phoebe.
And Kaitlin. We ran in the large school frost race, and she got first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey. That's why she acting like that. Okay, I see you. I see you.
Humble? How'd you do in the race?
I did good. I got 4th place, and I got 19-12.
Dang.
Yeah.
I love it.
So we were talking to some of your teammates earlier.
Yeah, Lauren and Avery.
Yeah, and they talked a lot about just how good the chemistry is on the team and the culture. Being that you're both freshmen, do you agree? What's it been like?
We spent the whole summer in our summer camp, and we really bonded with the girls. It was just really fun because we did so many activities together, and overall we're just really close.
And you guys went up to Big Bear?
Yeah, we did go to Big Bear.
So since you guys are freshmen too, I'm just curious, why are y'all running? It's not it's not the most glorious sport, you know what I mean? What made you want to come out and do cross country?
Because cross country is the only sport I do. I've tried a lot of sports in the past, but cross country is I just feel like it's right with me.
Did you do club?
No, I don't.
Oh, so you just
I just started running this year.
And you win in races? You win races now.
Oh, yeah, she wins races.
Let's go. Let's go.
This is your highest finish in a race? 4th?
Yeah. Actually, no, 3rd. For league, I got 3rd.
You got 3rd in league?
Yeah.
Well, let's go into that, because then Phoebe was going to say this is the freshman race. It's not, but this is. I want to let you know that's a big deal. Yeah, then you got freshman race. So my freshman year,
You the fastest freshman here. You might be the fastest freshman here.
So I ran at Inland Empire my freshman year, and my team in the large school freshman boys race, we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh wow, that's a perfect score.
Perfect score. So I got 5th. So I got 5th. So I could have been all dang, my 4 teammates beat me. Yeah. But then in reality, I'm all if my 4 teammates weren't in the race, I would have won. Yeah, I would have won the race. But oh my, it's all about the time.
But it's cross country is fun because it's individual, but it's a team too. Because you run individually, but you run for your team to a team score.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I really love about it too. But then our theme of our podcast is really talking about the time, the PR, and everything. Yeah. And cause a lot of people look at that as success. Mm-hmm. You know, if you finish a race, you have to get that PR. Do you feel that exact same way? Is that quantified success for you in this sport?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
achieving a new PR is like great. Getting a goal, like that's the point. You like you set a goal for the season, and like when you like get new PRs, like you're like getting closer to that season goal.
Does that override winning?
Huh?
Does that override winning a race? What would you rather, win a race or get a PR?
Win a race. I would rather PR.
Why would you rather win a race and why would you rather PR?
Well, like if you win a race, then like you might PR because like you're leading the race.
No, but you don't. Like winning a race is different from PR.
Well, didn't you PR when you were on the
Yes,
race?
by a few seconds. But still, like
It's-
you can
it's-
win a race and not PR.
True, but like if you win a race, that kind of like boosts you. Like you like
satisfying. Like you get that like proud,
that satisfaction. Like you're like, well, I made it. I won a race. Like it
Here,
just
I
boosts
have,
your
I
confidence.
have a hypothetical. Would you rather win every single race for the rest of your life, or PR every single race in your life, but you never win?
Oh no. No, but that can't be possible.
I would rather win.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. But if you PR every race and you just get that much better.
But you never win.
Well, what if you're slow?
But you
Like, what if you get a slow time and you keep on like improving your PR?
Oh, I gotta
You change your mind.
So I don't know.
You can always run faster though. The thing is, you could always run faster regardless of the race. But when you win, you won.
Yeah.
And that's why we're out here to compete to win. And the times will come, but every time you run a PR, you're always going to be thinking about how much faster you could have won.
Yeah.
But when you win the race,
But I appreciate y'all coming through. I feel like we have future Ayala varsity members.
I was on varsity.
Can I finish my sentence? You feel me? Like, it's more than.
Yes, you got demoted.
But
You too, though, Kaitlin.
I'm saying like future varsity members that are going to contribute to Ayala's success in the next 4 years. You got 4 more years to do this, and y'all are bought in, doing what you're supposed to do. You have great leaders in Lauren and Avery.
And Avery's, they're so good. They're all
Yeah, so like, keep on listening to them, and like, don't worry about everybody's 5K PR.
It's not bad.
Alejandro, sitting down with us, Alejandro Medina. What's school name?
San Gorgonio.
San Gorgonio,
Yeah.
from San Bernardino out here. How'd you do today in your race, man?
I did pretty good. Not what I liked. I would have liked to break 16, but I got 16-14, so it's all right.
why was that the number? Why was 16, sub 16 what you're trying to get it to?
Because I ran on Wednesday and I ran a 15:50.
Okay.
So I was trying to get sub 16 again this race.
Awesome. So we're really talking about today, it's about like PRs and what like, how do we quantify that to like success? Do you feel like when you go into a race, like a successful race is a PR to you, or are there other things that make up a successful race besides the PR?
I feel like not always having a PR is having a PR every single race isn't really showing that it's a good race. I feel like just finishing strong and putting all your effort into a race shows that you had a really good race. It doesn't have to be a PR every time.
Do you feel like you did that today?
I feel like I really did that today. It was pretty hot, so I was just trying to go out as fast as I can. First mile, I just went out, see how I'd go. I was 3rd place. Kind of slowed down a little bit, but I finished out strong and I gave it my all today. So I'm pretty proud of what I did today.
Well, congratulations on that, man. I feel like that's what it's really about too.
What year are you?
I'm a junior.
You're a junior?
Yeah.
Nice, bro. Nice. And you probably, what place did you get in your race?
I think 6th place.
6th place?
Yeah.
And what was that, the varsity?
Varsity medium schools.
Varsity medium schools? That's on the rise right now in San Bernardino. Okay.
Yeah.
How'd your team do as well?
My team, we did all right. We had, I think, four kids finish in the top 40. And we had like 6 people running, but we did all right. I feel like every single one of our guys broke 20 this race.
And so I believe that you're one of the leaders on your team as well. Just how is it, how do you try to translate the mindset that you have? Well, like you guys don't concentrate on these PRs. Like let's push each other. How do you try and translate that to younger guys and get them up? Let's get them start running 16s. You know?
Yeah, I'm just telling them just to go out as strong as you can. And, glue yourself with somebody you feel like you can run with, and just go all out. That's what I tell them every single time.
No fear of dying in the race or anything?
If they die out, then they die out. You just gotta learn from it. Just go as fast as you can and see what you can get.
I like that.
You don't lose, we learn over here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the whole point of cross country, is just learning every single race. Just learning.
Absolutely. Appreciate you, man. Yeah. I'll let you chill out now. I know you're pretty tired.
I'm just dead.
So who we got? Who we with?
So I'm Juan.
I'm Emmanuel.
And I'm Nathaniel.
What grade are y'all?
I'm a sophomore. We're both sophomores, and we're both juniors and he's sophomore.
Juniors and sophomore.
Yeah, we're both juniors.
And y'all from the Dino?
Yeah.
San Bernardino. From the Dino.
You're from middle college.
I go to middle college.
Okay.
But he runs with us. We're Senji.
Yeah.
Awesome. So our really theme of the podcast today, and we're interviewing y'all, we want to talk about like PRing. And just like, there's a lot of people, they magnify a successful race is a PR, you know what I mean? So just, do you go into every single race like, I need to PR in order for it to be successful?
Not necessarily. For me, it's trying to maintain consistency, which I have been these past few days. No PR, but I stay consistent.
Yeah, I feel like for me that's mainly like one of the things that I do want to focus on. Like when I come to races, is like keep a consistency, and like when we do have like I guess league meets kind of like that, I'll focus on like teamwork and effort more than my own personal like PR.
I agree with both of them. The only thing is that I try and like I stay consistent, but if there's that chance to like PR where I could like make that extra run, I try and do it as much as I can.
Why would you say consistency? Why is consistency important? Who taught you that?
Our coach. He taught us that consistency is important because it makes your team overall better, and it makes your I don't know how to explain. Explain.
Okay, so basically, if you're hitting like a good time like one day, and then your next race you're hitting like a terrible time, then you're not really improving. So to show improvement, because one of our coach told us, don't go in with the mentality that I'm gonna PR every single race. Go with the mentality that I'm gonna try to find my exact pace and try to stick with it. And then once you stick with it, then you improve. But first you have to find your pace.
I really like that too, because I think there's a lot to be said of if you're able to run the same time over and over and over again. One, it is frustrating, but it's also like when my dad would tell me and my other coaches told me, like that's knocking at the door. Like a breakthrough is just around the corner. So like it may be frustrating that you're running 18 minutes, but like believe it or not, like one day you're gonna like bust through 18 minutes and like you're not even gonna, and you're gonna be all like, dang, like how was I running 18 minutes? Like that's slow, you feel me? Or like whatever that mark is. Like first time I broke 2 minutes and 800, like it was like the biggest barrier ever. But then afterwards it's all like, dude, how could I not break 2 minutes? You know what I mean? Like that breakthrough does come soon after.
Yeah, and it's also the consistency in your effort in every meet that you approach. Because I'm sure your coach talks about consistency in practice. Because there's a lot of things that go on when you're at school and at home that can make you go into practice and go easy. But the more consistent you become at putting out that effort at practice, you can apply that same to cross country, regardless if it's a course that you don't like, or if it's hot, or if it's cold. You know what I mean? Because then if you're doing that same push and effort every time, like Joshua said, there's gonna be that day where things line up, and like you were saying, you're gonna see that opportunity like for that PR, and it's gonna come.
And you get a medal around your neck too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you feel me? But I think y'all taking a team picture, so we don't wanna hold y'all.
Unless anything, last thing y'all want to say, shout out to the people or something.
What do you guys want to say?
Shout somebody out.
Don't be so fixated on, I guess, having to beat your record every time. Just work towards, I guess, keeping the same thing. Yeah, this is the main thing that we've been trying to, I guess, advocate for, just consistency.
Yeah, I just want to shout out Coach Pablo. He taught us all that hard work is very important, especially like in school and sports and whatever you want to do in life.
We shout out my GOAT, He's a sophomore and he's hitting 16s.
Let's go.
There you go.
Let's go.
I like it. Anyways, yeah, hey, appreciate you guys.
Well, appreciate all y'all, man. Keep going. Keep going. Y'all gonna be good.
Man, I really want to thank you guys for sitting all the way through this. That was a great episode. You gotta admit, that was a really great episode. If you're a high school athlete at the moment, if you're a coach, if you're a parent, if you're a friend, or if you're a nephew, or whatever it may be, of a cross-country runner, or just a runner, a sprinter, or whatever it may be, like, I hope you found something beneficial from this video, especially the fact of all, like, PRs don't matter that much. You know, it really is about the effort. It truly is about how much effort each athlete puts in to get across that line. It's about falling in love with that process and really appreciating the journey that you go along, because people don't get the privilege to run for fun every single day. It truly is a privilege to be able to compete, have competition, and being a varsity athlete in track and field, a JV athlete in track and field and cross country is no easy task. And it's just like anything else out there that you get a part of. And there's people there that want to win, that want to compete, and that want to be competitive. And that's all fun. That's all really fun. And the lessons that we can gain from that are insurmountable and really translate to so many other things in life. I want to give a special thanks to Tammy Bennett, Show Up Society on Instagram, who kind of gave us the inspiration of this to ask about PRs, have this conversation. And I'm so glad we did, because it really uncovered to me how much deeper these high schoolers think about this sport when it comes to PRs and like the mindset and just the mental side of things. Like, some of these kids are really in tune with that, and that's wonderful to see. And being able to create these special moments, not just with the superstar athletes like a Rylee Blade, who's been at Nike Elite Camp, and believe me, Maximo Zalvaleta, you're gonna hear about that kid for the next 2 years. He's amazing. He's only a sophomore. Like, it's amazing to interview them and talk to them, but also just these kids that don't get interviewed very often. They've probably never been interviewed before. It may never get interviewed again, but be able to create that special moment with them and then do it in a way where they're teaching people across the world potentially about their sport and about how they should treat it and how they should approach it is amazing to see. So thank you guys so much. Tune in for the end. That was a long soliloquy to end this podcast off, but yeah, that was wholesome, bro. That was real wholesome. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be back next Tuesday. I already told y'all, we better. We ain't back. We better on a sha'carri Richardson type beat, and catch a new running report coming up this Thursday as well. Yeah, we here.